How would you do that, as you know the obvious question? How do you do that before you get to the last resort, which is military?
I think you make it clear what the intention of the American government is. You make it clear that this is a line that you're not going to allow them to cross.
Hasn't the Bush administration made it clear, and nothing has happened to stop them from moving forward in terms of the development of nuclear potential?
You know, I don't know precisely what the Bush administration has done. I don't know what the internal discussions have been. I don't know what the discussions have been with our allies and close to allies, or I once described some of the countries as semi-allies, meaning they're allies of ours at one time, and sometimes they're not.
Would that be France, or who would that be?
No. That would be more like Russia. You know, okay. back and forth, and on different things they're with us, other things they're against us. I think you want to make it clear to them that this is something that we're very, very serious about, because I think if they realize we're very serious about it, we will get more cooperation from them in making the sanctions work, and making the sanctions work broader than they are right now. I mean, the reality is, if Iran thinks that America is going to do nothing about this, it's going to be very, very hard to have these sanctions work. On the other hand, if Iran thinks that there's a line beyond which America will not allow them to cross, we have a much greater chance of never having to use military power.
If you thought that you could sit down with them, with the president of Iran, and reason with them and get them to stop trying to make nuclear weapons, would you do it?
If there were preconditions that were met in advance.
What are the preconditions?
Wait. Okay, that would, I'm not even sure I know what they are, but here, I'm giving you the theoretical answer to the theoretical question that you gave me. The preconditions would be the preconditions that told you there was a reasonable chance of accomplishing that, which is really the way, it's sort of the debate that Obama and Clinton has had. Right. I mean, really, American presidents going back to, at least to Eisenhower, I can remember, would not sit down at summits until there were a group of issues that were worked out in advance.
So that the summit would be a success.
That gave them a clear indication that there'd be a success. Now, some of those clear indications turned out to be right. Sometimes there were big failures. But I can't think of an American president that, and I think the mistake that Senator Obama made in answering that question, he didn't pick up on the word preconditions. Right. Would you meet with them without preconditions?
In the first year.
In the first year. I mean, the answer to that is obviously no, you would not.
Which is what Senator Clinton said.
On the other hand, if through some miraculous thing that we can't figure out right now, there was a really strong indication that they were ready to negotiate, in good faith, you could get a good result, of course any American president then would negotiate, but he'd do it with she would do it with preconditions.